Daddy and Levi are helping Mama out, bringing me some mulch so I don't have to walk so far. I appreciate it. Josiah is helping me out too. Trying to spread it out a little bit so we can get more on there. That's hard work, isn't it, bud?
Yeah.
It's hard to do. Here comes Dash checking you out. Oh, watch out for like the pot and the plant right there.
Oh.
Good job, Si. Thank you. So it's sun shining now, but guys, it has not been. It has been raining nonstop the last few days, and we have more rain coming. So with some sunshine in between, I decided to come out here and see exactly what's going on. So here's the deal. There is a bean plant, guys, in this pool of water. Oh, it is so sad. This one's in standing water too, and we have more rain on the way. So this is the third time I've sowed beans out here. Looks like there's going to be a number 4. I hope the gardening's better where you're at. What you got?
A worm.
Wow. Wow. He's humongous. Where'd you get him? Over in the garden? I mean, over where the peas were? What are you going to do with them?
I might fish him.
You might go fishing with him?
I guess not. He's too big.
He's too big? Okay. Thanks for leaving him in the garden. Okay, so my corn is underwater, and what I've been out here doing, just the last few corn, not the whole row, it could be worse. I've been coming out here and just digging a little trench so the water is going that way. So let me show you how I'm doing that. Here in this row, you can actually see where I just planted a seed the other day, the ones that got eaten, and it's floated to the top. So what I've done now is I started digging this way, and I'm just going to keep digging and have this water. It's kind of hard to do this. I don't have my tripod out here to help me along today, because I didn't know. Look at that guy. Didn't know I was going to have to be doing this. I was really hoping it wasn't this much water. I know a lot of you are dealing with even worse. So I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but you know, everyone does this hard work to grow your own food, plant your seeds. Some of these seeds I've even planted, I planted in January. Another big guy. So you just really don't want to see them get flooded. So I'm going to keep doing this, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay guys, you can already see here this has drained away. That seed is not underwater anymore, so I'm going to stick him back in the, wow, still extremely saturated ground. Maybe I won't stick him back in the ground just yet until I get this some more. Look at all that water, guys. So much water. And there's nothing you can do about it. So we have had 100% germination rate on our corn that we showed you how we planted a couple days ago. And I'll link to that at the bottom. So if you didn't get to see the secret to plant corn, you can look at that. There have been a few chomped down from, I don't know, birds. Seems like they get into it. I had to replant a couple that the roots were completely exposed. They had sprouted, and the birds must have messed with them because they were at the surface. Hopefully I save these guys over here with their trenches before more rain comes this evening. Let me show you a couple good things that are happening right now. Here's a beautiful scarlet runner bean starting to climb up the trellis. Some cucumbers have latched on as well, and there they go. We are starting to train the honeyboat squash to climb up. So this is what the tomato trellis system looked like before. Here is the side that is freshly mulched. I have...
Look what I found again.
What'd you find?
This guy's different.
Another big fat worm, huh?
I don't think I should use this guy. I think this guy from I found over there came back to life.
It may have.
They have like 10 lives.
Happy digging.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a bunch right there, huh? Okay, so once again, here's what it looks like. What it looked like yesterday, unmulched. And then you walk up to the pathways and beautiful walkways, and the tomatoes are freshly mulched. Looking nice. It'll be good once I get the other section done like this. I can't wait. So let me show you a fun little tomato trick. If you have a plant that's looking sickly, earlier this whole thing was yellow, the stem was starting to turn yellow and brown on the tips. It was a transplant, probably some transplant shock. What I have found that really helps with that is adding compost to the bottom and hoping it will reroot here at the bottom. Last year when I had standing water in the garden and my tomatoes were looking real yellow, I did that with them and they reroot. All these little tiny hairs can become roots if they get wet enough. And if you put soil around and it's wet, the roots will come. So after that, and then doing the foliar spray that we did the other day, things are greening up and looking really nice. Looks like this tomato is responding too. I'm seeing some green growth on the top. So if he can pull through all this water, just listen in here. Oh, it's so wet. If he can pull through some of this water, he might be okay. So here's another sick looking tomato. You can also tell down here it is rerooting. Those little white knobs you see on the side of the stem, those want to become roots. So I'm going to help it along and see if we can save this tomato plant. We're getting more rain tomorrow, tonight, tomorrow, forever. That's what it feels like. And it'll be interesting to see if this helps like it helped with the others. And guys, I am just piling it on here because it's definitely worth a shot. If it will reroot and start to grow new green growth again, then I will go ahead and get this dead stuff off. I'll leave this for now and see if that green will start at the top again. These were my greenhouse store-bought tomatoes. And I tell you what, they look way different than my winter sown tomatoes. And there's a volunteer right there. These ones are still really small. I just planted these probably 2 weeks ago. But the ones that I planted a month ago, you can see down there, they're doing nicely even after all that frost that we had. There's another volunteer. So we'll see how this guy does. See if he perks up. I'll keep you guys updated. So let me show you another cool tomato trick that you can do. I am going to create another tomato plant out of just this one. If you look in here, I'm gonna have to move, I think, yeah, over here on the side. If you look at this guy's stem, you see the main stem and it's going off to 2, and I'm gonna leave that. Oh look, my first baby tomato. I hadn't seen that guy yet. So I'm gonna leave this 2 right here, but down here at the bottom, do you see this guy? Shooting off the side, that is a sucker, and he will make a great tomato plant. So I'm going to take my scissors that I've just sanitized with some alcohol, and I'm going to cut that as close as I can toward the bottom, and then I'm actually going to put some more compost around it to protect it from pests and different things, and I'm going to plant it. This is a really fun way to get additional tomato plants for free. So here's where I just cut. I'm going to add some compost along the bottom here and spread it out, and that guy will reroot. So this is why I'm not putting that tomato sucker in a jar of water for a few days to root, because it's pretty much going to be in a jar of water. So I'm not worried about it at all. I'm going to throw some compost back in here and stick it in there and throw some more on top. And hopefully this little guy will root with all this rain going on right now. And we've got a new tomato plant. Okay, so this guy's in the ground. Just so you know, this will not stay pretty like this after he's in the ground. It's going to look like it's dying, it's dead, but just give it a few days. After a couple days, after it gets the water it needs, it starts rerooting, it will come back alive. Tomato plants are so hardy. They're really, really great about that. So again, just getting my compost in there. I'm gonna kind of get it right up to the top there. It's gonna be a strong little plant.
Yeah, orange and white.
Is that what you caught with that worm?
Yeah.
Aw.
And then,
Was it a good catch?
yeah.
Cool.
The mama fish would not let go.
She wouldn't.
She almost swallowed the hook.
All right, put him back before you go in today, okay? Okay, I got some company out here with me now. They've been having fun digging worms while I've been working out here for their fishing. How many fish did you catch, Levi?
4.
4. So I didn't catch any fish this time, but he's gonna work on it, aren't you?
Yeah, with Dad's fishing pole.
Yeah. So what we got going out here right now is lots of water, lots of tomato suckers, which is a good thing. Hopefully we'll have more tomatoes to show you next week.
Water, tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes like water, so it's a good thing. So, Lord willing, the creek don't rise anymore than it is already. We'll have a What's Growing On episode next week. So make sure
Y'all come back.